Hola again. Let's talk a bit more about El Choclo. El Choclo is a very interesting tango because its history shows both the humble origins of tango and also its deep and productive relationship with lunfardo. The music was written by Ángel Villoldo, an Argentine musician, in 1903. He also wrote lyrics that, according to specialists, refer to the corn cob, el choclo in Spanish, because he had apparently won a bet at a pub where they served good puchero, a kind of stew with beef and vegetables. The truth is that Villoldo's lyrics are not the ones that became popularized. Instead, the ones we are studying were commissioned to a famous Argentine tango songwriter, Enrique Santos Discépolo, who wrote them in 1947. Another interesting fact about the music of El Choclo is that it went to number 1 in the US music charts in 1952 as Kiss of Fire, interpreted by Georgia Gibbs, a jazz singer. In this American version, all reference in the lyrics to tango itself or to lunfardo are not present, and instead they have been replaced by lines that speak of a very passionate affair, with references to fire, burning, flames, and dashes. Other popular singers like Louis Armstrong also recorded versions of Kiss of Fire. In Discépolo's lyrics, we leave aside the burning metaphors of Kiss of Fire to concentrate on the relationship of tango and lunfardo. Discépolo's lyrics claim the origins of tango. Con este tango nació el tango, y como un grito salió del sórdido barrial buscando el cielo. With this tango itself was born, and like a cry, it left the sordid slums to reach for the heavens. The lyrics also affirm the intimate relationship between tango and lunfardo, where the first has served to redeem and spread the second, making lunfardo come to existence through tango's rising popularity that took it no less to Paris. Notice here that the lyrics are saying that tango has had this long and affectionate relationship with lunfardo and has helped it become a language in its own right. Se hicieron voces al nacer con tu destino, became true terms born out of your destiny. It's like lunfardo emerged when tango found its prominent place as music that was enjoyed, accepted, and admired all over the world. But what do all these lunfardo terms mean? Do we have equivalents in English? Do we even have ideas close to the ones they represent? So let's go more closely to the lyrics and find the lunfardo terms to see if we can identify ideas or concepts we can relate to in our own languages. We have paicas and grelas in the same verse, and they both refer to young women, although paica was used to name those women who were strong and determined, and comes from Quechua, while the second term comes from Galician Spanish. Do you have a special word for this in English or in other languages? Are they still used? The next line has canchengue, which means the sexy rhythm of tango danced and played expressively, but it also means marginal, poor, of the slums. Later in the lyrics, we have the funny term carancanfunfa, which refers to a very ornate type of tango dance, apparently in honor of a famous dancer whose nickname was Carancanfun. We then have a collection of lunfardo terms. Let's look at them. Botón, whose literal translation would be button, names a policeman and also a snitch. It is interesting to learn that the origin of this lunfardo term seems to have been during a political revolt, where rebels were advised to shoot to the shiny buttons of the policemen, which could be easily seen from afar. Cana, which appears later in the song, also refers to the police, and it also means prison, and it seems to come from the Venetian dialect mettere in cana, sent to prison. Also related to Italian are misciadura, from Genovese misio, that means poor, without any money, and sciuscetta, also from the Genovese sciuscetto, which means informer, but in Lunfardo it also designates someone who is pretentious and wants to appear elegant. We have looked closely at the Choclo's lyrics to see how they tell the story of tango and lunfardo as sharing an origin and a destiny. We have also looked at translations of lunfardo terms to see their origins and wonder about how we could name those ideas in our languages. I hope all these unfamiliar terms have been interesting. If you want to discuss them more, jump into the forum and chat with fellow students.